What's up, everybody? It is Paboga. I like that. Yeah. Let me stop. Okay. Today we are going to talk about being misgendered, and it happens all the time. All the time. Just because you're misgendered doesn't mean nothing. Because guess what? People misgender me all the time. Why? Because they're effing booty holes. Pre-T is going to be the hardest time, actually. Actually, pre-T are the first few months, actually, because people will look at you and you're like, is that a girl or a boy? That's so annoying. Little kids are even like, excuse me, are you a girl or a boy? And it will happen because little kids are savage. Is it normal to get misgendered? It's normal. It's going to happen, especially if you're pre-T. People are always going to misgender you. If you look like a woman, people are going to call you she, her, whatever basically you look like, that's what they're going to call you. Does it suck to get misgendered? Of course it sucks, but it's going to happen and you just can't take it too serious. Don't let it get to you. It's really just... So for me, I knew that people were going to call me a girl until I looked like a man. So I just took it. I was just like, well, like if that looks like a duck, you're not going to be like, what is that? You're going to be like, no, it's a duck. If you see a girl, you're going to be like, oh, that's a girl. If you see a guy, oh, that's a guy. And you know, it just happens, especially with strangers. If you're in a grocery store, you know, somebody's like, excuse me, ma'am. You're like, I'm a boy. And then put on like a deep voice, but you're still pre-T. Just, you're making more problems for yourself. Just... Who cares? Who cares? If you know somebody's transitioning and you keep calling them the wrong gender or the wrong name on purpose, you just suck, all right? Because who cares? Their life doesn't affect you. Oh no, they're being trans over there. All right, well then be straight cis over here. Who cares? Those are for the people that are like talking shit all the time. I will admit, when I was in high school, I was not the nicest person and I was a little bully. But people that I would say some of the people, or like to somebody, and they'll just be like, oh, okay. And I'm like, dang it. All right, on to the next, you know. A bully is always just going to find somebody that's weak. And if you actually, you know, just keep on, and feed into it, you're giving them fuel for the fire. And they are just going to, I've actually misgendered a few people. I may not have noticed it, that I did it, but they'll correct me. I'm like, oh crap, my bad. You know, I didn't know that you were like a trans person. Some girls look manly and they're not even on any hormones at all. And some guys look girly without being on anything. So some girls look manly, some guys look feminine. And if I see a girl and she's like just dressed like a boy, I'm gonna be like, oh, it's just a lesbian, you know. But I'll just be like, oh, she, her, blah, blah, blah. And I don't know, because if you don't tell me, I'm not gonna know. You know, but I would never do it on purpose. But you just gotta let people know, not strangers know, because you're opening a whole can of worms, and that, excuse me, ma'am, here you go, ma'am, that could turn into, excuse me, ma'am, I'm not a man, I'm a guy, and I'm trans, you don't respect, no, don't do it. Just be like, here you go, bam, that's it. Give it whatever they're asking for, be polite, you know, brush it off, and you'll never see that person ever again, I promise you. So if somebody's misgendering you on purpose, just blow it off. Don't feed into it really at all. If somebody misgenders you on accident and they don't know you, just blow it off. If somebody misgenders you and that's like one of your best friends or they're calling you the wrong name, just be like, oh, my name is this. They're like, oh my God, I'm so sorry. You know, everybody's gonna apologize, you know? Or if they call you a she and you're a he, or a he and you're a she, then just be like, oh, you know, I'm he, I'm she. You just let people know that matter, if you're going to see them on a daily or all the time, let them know who you are, all right? Issue is going to arise where you've just had it. You're like, I'm tired of getting misgendered. Next person that misgenders me, they're going to hear it. This is what you do. Tell them in a polite way, because you do not want that person's first experience with a transgender person to be negative. Then they'll be like, oh, that effing tranny over there, they just did this and da-da-da-da. They're gonna, you know, it's gonna put a bad image of trans people in their head. Just be polite. So I hope this video kind of, you know, ease it a little bit. Being misgendered, it will happen sooner or later, but eventually it will stop happening. So just keep your heads up, guys, and it's okay. Don't forget to subscribe.